Yare yo, yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support. Yare yo, yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support. Yare yo, yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 86.
Life now, so for na brabon wobon. But that's what was the idea. Listen to the word. Listen to the word. You see, let's make me should buy and should be a make cut on the fan on night. A better man than Susan Swap. I was sending to buy now Susan Swap. I find this one now. The knee heavy. 8 minutes Susan Swap where you mind a media man and answer and Mamma was happy birthday now for your counselor Emma. Happy birthday, Cassia. And found Koma and ye Abu Isa money. To you, happy birthday. And Abu Isa money on your foundation, penny more dano. Abu Isa money. Meaning the way back from Peace FM. Way back. Me call her no what that. Started to me and then I would MTN for your mission. What is some kind more? Some kind Abu Isa money and then the water. Now I bet you cake come pa. Happy birthday to you, boss. Onwachi Yaw Enim, Honorable NS Yaw Enim, Member of Parliament, your walk by election at the barrier. Honorable NS Yaw Enim, member of parliament, Kumawu constituency. And no blows no the old into a woman who could blows no the happy birthday to you. Me I me ba Nana Yao Kessie. Me ba Nana Yao Kessie. Well, piece of a morning shows a Kwame Stephanie on the to the moon. Me ba no. And then I would Nana Yao Kessie. Happy birthday, son. I love you. By this time, I just on the host. January, be out. I'm able to back up. So I have a counselor on my worship birthday, maybe not in Cotia Common. Counselor Martiana.
Major so Nana Bokodia.
Yes, I'm no way.
I don't know if you na and she share a DM be
And the carelessness.
Why when it's here? And she share the do and to the drinks. I do a way out, yes, and say, what's around my chair? Sebu police need carefulness. Cause unwanted traffic. I don't know whether they are excited when they are carefulness causes unwanted traffic. Yeah, and I'm saying GPS. Yeah, GPS names and so need me. So for my prediction, challenge to the one two strange places. Police near a set traffic flow. No one block you off by any choice. Na create unwanted traffic. It affect you. Yesterday one said to the most of the traffic places.
There should be strategic.
Yeah.
And you know, say around this time, traffic if you had ever.
Na affect you will be honestly. A small place you can spend 20 minutes. Now more frustrated. But fun home.
Traffic.
Chabanya do my dear chi. Yabani aba. Dear question in so on come award. And yes, sir. I did be a AR Jin can see say any breso. We cannot cast over past smoking tea. I am right to smoke at a wrong age. Over past smoke here. You use a colony smoker. See a boom near you smoking spirit. No. If your father, if your father sent you at age 5 to go and light cigarette for him because he's 60 years, it tells you that you get to that age before you smoke. I mean, Munja has zookeeping mentality.
Papa no parent,
over passing for sobre. Over passing sobre.
Now we are trying to say,
sister. So no say sobre. O sobre na enchire jotu no enchire nsa no.
So over chance what was that?
But whatever it is, enchire smoking. Lighting is not smoking. But yeah, it said yeah, get that all the wrong things of the children and equate it to adults' misbehavior and want to justify the children's misbehavior. Mr. Ramo, I did because so. We saw on social media now.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not, that schools, secondary schools are attack you with machete. Something happened in a rally. Is it a rally in your friend? Mokai. I'll be losing the back. Mokai Sarana Mujana Tra. They see a net. What have we didn't know? See what the students are doing. Now, even in the evening, me who bakubia, Oma Kotel will be upon a class, Oma Kopa Munos. With their hair, school for puni fair bonasum. And I can't be say, now parliamentarians will push it table. Why won't you then also vandalize? Please don't compare apples to oranges. What the parliamentarians did was wrong. We agree to it. That they have ways of speaking, their standards of operating. But I don't just say, the schools that we saw their uniform, they should go to the school. If need be, definitely they can identify the students who are doing that. They can't because the videos are there. And I'm expecting a quick investigation into this nonsense.
They will tell you, say, GES now, because GES, the discipline, but say, men more and Chiaba
Medawasi say a corporal punishment. The anti-ASEAN revoking yes unsensibly. We have revoked it unsensibly, but there's nothing wrong with re-implementing what necessary punishment a student deserves because discipline, punishment can spare the rod and spoil the child. Or say, I know a pekasa a fresh to throw man. So when children are behaving well, the rod can bring them correction. So say, Luna, when we say I started educational advocacy. Now you see I read whatever in education. Mema mongo can free SHS, mema mongo can feeding grant, mema mongo can Sandals. Mongo can the discipline because most of us are disciplined because of school. My brother, my sister. What would you tell me? Can I say uniform is a discipline? And whether you are in school or not, you're supposed to tuck in from the house to the school.
Yeah.
You see young boys walking with their uniform not tucking. You look at young girls who are going to school. They are crossing the street at the Nima Highway and going, and they are scarfing and stuff. I mean, what is this?
Already on Facebook.
What is this?
School, what
is this?
Rwanda, can you Rwanda?
What is this? What is this? And we are looking at this. We are looking. But this same, you see, me pedi na chipa yet kromo na nkwala omo ko exams edi o mapanyi atem ye ko pa cho ma won o mapanyi se bacha this kind of things, can we discipline them? And ade abako me time Ghana Prison Service recreational area na edi nkwala ko to o nkwala reform center no nkwala boni school money omo ba kwa ho so omo be don be pra omo ni nkwan so omo jiska omo diska ne coin. Why are they collecting the money to? So what are they teaching them? And Obia Shahain and Kolani Pra, no more Jai Adono, no more Bakahu, no more Jessica. So when you give them 10 cities, you get in their recreational center, do they feed themselves? No. What do they buy there? What are they collecting the money for? Can we stop these things and let discipline prevail in our country? What was it? It's in my account.
It's okay to talk about it because everybody has said,
now you be a computer lab. I'm on Kolabuafu. I could set computers in there. I set teachers cars. But see, nothing has been done. That is why they can enter into a TV station, a radio station. We don't need to secure our doors, but who dare them come to the place? And this is our problem because we have become lenient and we are peaceful. Yesterday, we saw the video of the member of parliament who were misbehaving. I expect that the privilege committees should invite them to
all of them.
All those that were holding, fighting, we have to see them being at the Bauko cases here. You from an outsider who have not gotten there, will never invite you because look, I say most of the parliamentarians are grieving their losses, even though they have won the seat. Yes, because they needed a certain particular person in parliament, the person didn't come. So all these things that we are seeing their faces. I was just asking myself, what if the gun of the policeman just picks up because only say when they see now nobody who is here. Obi did not want their whole Obi piantable. They have also destroyed microphones. They have to deduct it from their salaries. They have to deduct it from their salaries. You want to bring something? No. The taxpayers money. They have to let them pay. Everybody they saw in the video, they should pay. Even if it's one person, they should let their moment whether it's minority, whether it's micro minority, whether it's majority, whether it's large majority. These things we have to bring it to bear because Kamavo was a Bomaka was a Kikabo. Oliver was brought to book and then we all watched it. They use our taxpayers' money to watch the content. Whoever is paying, we don't know by tax. Thank you to come and apologize. But this one too, we have to readdress it. Because when MPBT radio so justified this thing this morning. He's justifying this act that happened. He's justifying this act. Now me name that say obi na call violence. MPBC or not sure with the page so say these are the people that will not allow anybody to be sneak into the page or try on the Facebook page. Because who's so good to a black one on how many to or Troy or come or with the and nobody's inviting him. Now, yes, should be you. Now, could be Antoy. Obi Antoy.
And your political party.
You saw Obi Antoy. Now, I said in some truffles, we did we out on Yamuka, we did we out because the people, yes, Obi came, Obi Bano, or say, Nejuma ex-president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo Lane so Ejuma Gwama Law Okoji Eko me be someone said now that the president is no more in power, would that road be open? Businesses have collapsed in that area. What are we doing? Nobody has moved to go and ask. The president, you are leaving all of a sudden, he becomes the president. He becomes the president and businesses have collapsed. Now he's no more a president. He's doing innovation. Fine. What is happening to Obia could be so more? No, but we are not doing proper journalism because we are discussing about my party.
And also whether the minority likes it or not, the foreign minister designate will be better today. You can walk out if they sit, if they can't sit in. So boycotts are allowed in parliament.
Thank you.
And no, not Vincent and Kowasefua. Well, no, yeah, MPP. The vetting advertisement for today does not include foreign affairs ministry. The NDC should try.
So I'm saying that the two of them should they not be invited?
When
is it not on Facebook?
When
is it not on Facebook that they wrote this?
So
the thing started somewhere. That's it.
Because
privileges committee.
Most so be sneaky. People say, "Oh, my God, yes, sneaky. Yes, sneaky."
Young judicial journalism. Some be signing as some part. Some can as some part. No, Quran say Bible my etias say. Nyankopon sorry there. And you be there. And or can say Matthew 18:18 or say na mercy my sorry die. Obi adi bia intimacy. Na me kai pa say Peter ni Christo nam. O kan asem bia na ye te say futu ma Christo na Christo say bonsam afa wonumu. Nanso me tu ebom pai ma wo Yesu Christo dim say bonsam enko. So usually I always tell people that no matter who you think you are, you should not have access to advise your leader.
And for one only papa.
There be.
Jody when him kind of to me today.
The owner of this company, she no business a Juma Kosan. Your rundown is a disloyalty. No, it's a disloyalty. You have to be sacked immediately. No, and yet it's not within your domain to talk about it.
No, only had
and only Hano Bobi or Hamano. So pass your
money.
Why I see on any Nana only just video penny be share and say, friend me. No friend, no mama. No friend PA. Give this guy your number, let him call you. 2 years from but he did it. Who do you go to blame? The guy who didn't want to but penny man in green light. It's part of leadership. Corridi mafia manager. There are books you need to read to understand. Mafia movement. Who send it? Obia send it WhatsApp no mafa. Now send it WhatsApp 3 months. The number ben now send that question. So I'm saying that in life and in the church of God, scandals are part of an empire. I repeat, scandals are part of an empire. Kafra. Say ya assemble toso. Say ya nukru. Say ya nukru. Trase esi. Na entro. Everything am ya pama tadi bi ahye won kotele ho ma yan fito. Bebe fa bebe. Wi asina ye wo mu no. Nyankopon asori no. De bia ntokole ba ho. Because Bible say, okay Matthew nsem na o say.
Ba o kwa asori a when do obi so na wo de.
What did that?
Nyame asori time but obi na ye panimu a odi wani mu asori ho. Through the panel and out here, Yamias.
What our friend? Eti mi para ya friend. Hosea chapter 1 you see, and like Nyankopon ebo for eba Hosea prophet who say warrior shewuniba. Mose onu di domani. Nyankopon de mrabo bia kan bi say. Hwene wan wari oba mfi sa kuro yi so. Now Moses Nyankopon kasa no leader. All of a sudden what jam rana ko ware obabi asime mi ware. And Miriam eko ka say now the already fi say Nyankopon e kai. And Nyankopon dey no me to Miriam so you don't touch an empire. Check Bible say touch not my anointed. One.
Now
don't worry. You don't learn from your leader. That's why there are 48 books of laws of power. There's a mistake in you cannot shine up your master. That statement is a wrong statement. What they would deal with that. But Utie Abrabonia. Everybody send a Miriam. Echo cancer man Yankopon de Numia to us.
As I said, you suffer now the kind.
Yankopon shisha no dia to ho. It is a Yankopon de shisha to ho. Na suffer no dia nim na to mra. I say Miriam Bonnie Ben why you so kind Yankopon.
And all kinds of orders and Yankopon.
Again, or see, don't touch my anointed. There you one. Number two, do my prophet no harm. There are two different things. Then I ask you sitting now, God can anoint you, but you're not a prophet. God can give you an anointing to do radio, but you're not a prophet. And God says, touch not my anointed. That's one. Do my prophet no harm. That scripture, then yeah, so for pedia. Sorry, baby, all your Yankopon said, so and when you touch them, you can have the vengeance of God.
Yeah, so for the Mona Mode bomb was for you.
There be your kind,
no master take.
Kaya, touch not, first one is touch not my anointed.
Now, to hold the
Manaya, I can't you say, so this is so for me. And in Nanaya, Akoya, Pema grow. I want Tiasia Pemwa on your bonnet. Follow the conversation.
What is a sophobia? Software, now software Bible crowd. Now, okay, Bible says, or Bible free Neti, Bama free Neti, no more where when I'm Marco, no more worry, no software, no preaching me, mean to mean to with you. One no quatrain plan when you're
from so in the day. What told me now?
That you are told now.
Obia Tia. Then your mind.
What's the money?
Mammy, me can't grant you 10 commandments in you. Moses baboon until the children, your children, the uncle the chicken. The 10 commandments that Moses received from the tower was broken to pieces, and it was not meant.
It's that 10 commandments.
Mumbisa said, why natural?
Bible no grand is problem.
Problem in me. What a problem or I dream.
Not that
because one kind, I'm saying, one kind. The 10 commandments, Moses in his management of misappropriation of his temper. He was a temper guy. He broke them into pieces. This is MPs need to anger management. Yeah. It don't go there, but make cassette. Mean traha and justify. Mean traha and cassette. My problem is that the Bible says that with the renewing of your mind, do not be conformed. So it's a renewal. Somebody can be saved, God can use the person, but there's an attitude, an attribute, a behavior that is there. Cheating and divorce are part of marriage. Keep this in your head. There are some women today.
You know, fat wetchy. And now to be done, and yeah, my own say, so feel say, what justify the first person I didn't buy say, Waka could boy my eye, a coaching by then a Christo here. Yeah, but Musina born, or see the one customer Musina, but see why when you're born in that year then. Now, Obian see a bonomoko, then or catch him. Or see now, why are you scandalous? They are not here. No, see then go. Don't sin anymore.
What was her sin? There be. She was caught.
I said, say a
go and read. Yanchina again anybody. We caught her in the act.
And to say a chain on the airport. Her sin
was because Bible say now Christo share by be or share mommy be won so na no beside him so and no catch your mommy say na ukunu no mo him or say me what you say na ba ni send na nkru obema nsia na kro kan wo se sia the 6-1 with you it's not your obi kru na wo but he requested from water from the person. How can one woman marry 6 times and still somebody's husband is still with her? Go and learn why you are still singing and nobody's coming. See, a problem I want to say, we believe we can correct the church, but who are you? In the church of God.
It is the preaching of the church or the pastors. And then my said, this is wrong, this is right.
No, this is wrong. They
are teaching us what is wrong and
so
what is
this
right.
This is wrong and this is right for you.
Now also for the wrong for me.
Meaning said yes, there be any pet.
What's what way now?
There be a man in so member in so can you? Women are not in the image of God. Men are in the image of God. So anytime a man fails, God has failed. Remember this statement. So men are protected by God jealously. So in the Garden of Eden,
but we are all creation of God.
No, we are all creation of God with a lot of difference. The grace on me is not the grace on you. And I make us say anybody who has a church has an empire. And an empire must be protected properly, guarded properly. abrafo ye hia won
na so far odi wa di ato ko ho awori
osofo bi anfa osofo nana ya osofo bi anfa ne bi antoni kon ho ba me fa ne se meti he se na meti na me ne wo nana ya eba ne ye ko apam ne ye twempra na me ne wo ye de wonimu se ma wale wo me yire hia me ne wo ya immediately you break bonds and announce it. You shouldn't live.
Wow, okay.
Look, an empire.
Now, so far, no, I do bet me.
Because he's the leader of the empire.
So, no bet me. I can't.
Debut. So for no can't then. And then because so for bia and leader bia can so for oda sorry no. Scandal about okase bia no. Know that you are alone and build an empire. You are not supposed to speak. When scandals come in the church, focus on the assignment. See where you, focus and allow the executioners in the empire to do it, because for one person to go down is better than empire to go down. And so when you one person, you are entering into an empire so you can enjoy from the empire. Know the consequences involved. If you are a single girl today, that you are going into an empire like a church to have a relationship with a pastor, that you know it is wrong or you know it is right. Know that your life is at stake.
Wow.
I feel hurt when I hear people who have entered into an empire speaking. Even when His ex-president Nanado's ladies issue happened, I felt sad for the presidency. I felt sad for the presidency. It's an empire. You don't sacrifice a single person for an empire. Because the collapse of an empire is a total collapse. That is why you who is at the emperor, you the emperor, when they start throwing stones at you, you don't collect the stones and throw them back. You build a defense. So in the story of Ojaba, Mishianida, any Kasi girl, Ojaba, whatever Prophet Ojaba is doing, if anybody is close to him, tell him he should stop and focus on assignment. He should stop. He should focus on assignment and allow the executioners in the empire to do the work. He's too big. Imagine Otiko Ankasa. Asante hine. Now I will get na sema ba ye kan. Na asante hine kan. I defending home. Who dare you? We have to either look for the girl to settle her quietly with a gift, or settle her with whatever can make her keep quiet. Because there is an empire involved. And this is a caution to those of you who are looking for something from the empire. So, it's like you said, men buy out to be home. Me call him be fear. Baby, I never fought with a palace. Yeah, me some chin who cry. So me kase nyami juma na dia sha so for san. Sorry ma, mobile sorry. Focus on what, because so many
mobile na
affect you be nana. So for me to
na Bible say mama word na mama me kware me na so for ti won dey
Nyankopon so for ori ne ho wa bo adwaman a wona wo friend to book ana. Ask yourself, who now wo friend to book ana? God deals with his people he has called by himself.
That's also by now you to become.
Nyankopon na friend and subanya wo de efa wo ho ben. Ade na koji no miama ho. Now I saw life. Hey, this of what them can say. Any fake man of God has a fake God, so be careful.
Now, so for me, this of one.
So for this of for air. I mean, you know,
so for my way, so for who got
or so for be to be any nanu. A catcher the yonko so for your friends say yes for Fumbia and our dream. He has a mental deficiency. Oh, yes. Yes. If a man of God can hold the microphone and condemn another man of God, he has a mental deficiency. Even God spoke to you.
Na no kan say ko nyende.
Obi afre no. Una afre no. Say if you teach your members well. No, if you teach your members well, they can identify by the spirit, not by you saying condemning George Luton, but the fact that you are teaching your children well and teaching your members well, they will not even get closer to George Luton. By using the pulpit, the place that pulls people from the pit, to condemn your fellow caller by God. That on thing I mean, so for only a sorry sick up ma. Wa kasa nyambe tua oka. Me say nyambe tua oka.
Wa who said spiritually nyambe.
Sa ahomaso na sofo bi ni mo ye wo ma sorry dem. Kai won say amonso ye frɛ wo. Hwɛ mami fidie tia wa ne sunku.
Nyanto wa.
Me say yeah, fat.
Na one for na sa mama mo kwa ma fidie tia.
Kwan ni fi be sofo ye onye God. Sofo onye God of man.
What you say?
Mami sofo onye God of man.
Ground no ade so be ra.
Na anything say Holy Spirit no on any that he's easily grieved. So you invite the Holy Spirit. Me say but we are not the custodians of judging them. So a scandal in the church will be dealt with by God, not by men. But in an empire like a church, executioner, mommy, we are able to set up boundaries where you cannot cross, where you can cross. And to make the other say, no correct. So for Jabba Samabe, Cassia Samabe, or Cassis, and then Samabe, Obia Kebi, Obia Chenaji, Obia de Tokoban, Menka say, so for Jabba any year, Menka say, Cassia any year. But if you make a mistake to touch the church of God, the vengeance of God will come upon you. So let's be careful. And not make another. The scandal will happen. Church scandal will never stop. But Menka say, honey, say so far power life. Say so far, it shouldn't collapse the church. Any church that collapses because of scandal, the members are not called. Yeah, sorry. They came to become spectators. Okay, so on our okay, so on our and so for calling will be at it. So for a calling will be our Obi any assassin so to be afo. Everybody helps you to make an informed decision. The choice is yours. Yeah, sorry them. Uncle for kremofo. Ya catch one say Christo ni papa and wari kremuni. Kremuni papa and wari Christo ni. No si ono na mepe. Wati ya shinidom. Na okono ko wo nkwala. Na akra ni afra ba ku Ismaila. Ni afra oba no Aramatu. Ni afra Aishatu, Limatu. Na etu ba. No de ba sorry dem say na mombo am na nkwala we ye hi omukra. Na Nyankopon jewo. Ye mfra obi Aishatu. Ye be frɛ no Rebecca. Who be sisa nkwala ni din. Yeah, you forgotten that the father of the children is the career of the children. Who went here? We have done it several times, but we have limitations. And I make us say, everybody who is on earth have a deliberate, conscious effort to know that scandals can hit you. For me, I'm always humble, and I know when God blesses me, I'll still be humble. It's a lie. The most humble person on earth is a poor man or a poor woman. Oh, sister. Because one man who saw attractive money call it money. But one shot, you do be funny. Oh, no. One so be at you be mad for yes. Oh, Baba, you know. Just a bit me out to walk on. Well, that is wrong. Me say, oh, Baba, now here. Just last month, 6 months ago, so for be a good anyone see what Kofodia. So by a busy one, you know. Oh man, tia 70 years, the church didn't listen well. Get a tune say a good animal say branch or 1 year if you. Yamen Chade, get him a woodipa. You're fair to go a DNA, no, and you're so funny. Yeah, in this country.
Meanwhile, no,
yeah, me say, yeah, moving near so someone like a radio 4G fan, like a
radio, no,
Matthias, yes, Hona make us say, me will foot to be the man or so for a jabba or jabba. Onshia say an emperor doesn't speak when scandals hits. empire. When scandals hit you, you don't speak. You allow the speakers to speak because a market when in the or him be a man and mom who affair no more no more and you minor. Sister, I did be so yet one time. Oh, bread. What does it? And I sent a sister meeting. I didn't know Obia was here a queen. No. In the emperor's kingdom, in the church of God, there's only one person. There are not two people. Etina we didn't sorry no. Or a member. Or a part of the servants in the church. No, she's a servant in the church. Because even in marriage, are you aware that in marriage? No. Mama and I are friends because she's the first server of the church. She serves beyond the church to the home. Because our dear and yes, say it, no wife can take care of a husband. Every wife will learn how to serve a husband. So the leadership quality there was. What's it? I don't serve you. Maybe also and say service. You are supposed to serve your husband. You can't take care of your husband. It is I'm throwing a trouble. She takes care of me. No, that's a wrong statement. No wife can take care of any husband. You can only serve. You serve us till we die. That is why the Mrs. MRIS is Master's Registered Slave. You are a slave that is registered. MRS, Mrs. Master's Registered Slave. What's it? And I mean, can't do the Ubika. It is a man can say, so for Jawabeka, and I say, and the worst thing he did that he should not repeat, or no man of God again in the world should repeat. He should involve their wife in scandals. They are servants, keep them there. Don't try this again. It's a mental deficiency, and it's part of money or loss. Don't try this. Debbie, man, you be that. Oh, baby, or Tini Kunachi, or Gasami, they say anything, and two other. Emma, oh, I saw so be a. I saw you be a baby, be a soft mammy in the chassis. So for Subanya, me now, who said Subanya? I worry so far. May I say, I worry my worries of Subanya. And Misubanya, not the abbas, sorry, them one after all. Say, so for my minute, so for a pre billboard who said, I don't know, they won't come to pictures of my to. So for an imbring, I wouldn't have a friend. And me say, involving the wife in this particular scandal was wrong. And you should listen to me. So for us, what you have and Uja one edge, sorry. So for the time now, who saw a scandalous, no? Sebio, or you ma by heart, no? You are receiving communion, you are receiving blessing, you are testifying to what he has done. So God was still using him to do a lot of things in your life. Why are you changing now? Now, so what? I sorry, sister, Jamaica. I saw funny to me. I saw a two for Sambia Nimbre, and I challenge them to give me a scripture that proves someone who can someone to be passing. Who told them that? Oh, please, why are they changing? Ask them. Ask them. Ask them. Oh, please. Now, these are cults. They are not churches. These are cults. They are practicing religion and not Christianity. What is the purpose of the blood? Now you're too bia konyim, you're too nothing. I'm a wa kolano, I'm a to send stigma na da kolano so akwa wan ben your own kind. Get winner na ko be worry George na your nyim na two ni sen and the bani ni board keyboard no. Yes na me adu. Hello keyboard ni say. The stigma continues. Why don't you think beyond? And I saw what sorry, they will say, test look, under the law, if you read Account 127 that enacts marriage, a pregnant woman can really consent to marriage. It is not against our laws because the church doesn't have marriage. Knowing the status of somebody coming to marry, it's not part of the law.
Yes,
What's your way then?
One
Young friend. There be young friend. Young friend. There. Yes, you Christo Mammy, I invite you to call our Infoshiana. And no friend, they were uninvited guests. That's why the wine got short. But thank God he has the power to provide more wine. So don't bring uninvited guests to your house. Your food will get short and you can't produce more. It's a scripture. Yes, shit, baby, you wrong. A sorry no, it's not meant for me. I am leading the church. God who called me can remove me anytime. But if members, and mind you, if you are a member in my church and there's a scandal and you think you can defend me, if you are not part of the empire, don't defend me. We are sorry, member.
How do you mean? Who is a part of an empire?
The leadership, the Levites are part of the emperor in the church. Because when a scandal comes, we call our people and tell them whether you are testifying is yes or no. A good defender doesn't cross-check whether you are right or wrong. Chai. Let me tell you, Mire, on your bonita. In my office, my wife is never wrong. She'll be wrong the day she divorced me. As long as she remains as my wife, she's never wrong. And you never win anything about my wife. And then one of the things you should learn is that when it comes to sexual issues, no man who is in his right frame of mind, one young coupon akukudru de wale. What funny you cheat me being on my father chi or dream we are there.
So catch any
any man who has cheated or is cheating on the wife and can sit the wife down and confess the cheating to the wife has a mental issue and needs help. And mind you, any wife that is able to confess cheating to the husband and will still want to marry their husband is a dead but walking human being. Don't try it. Anytime you confess cheating to your loved one, you destroy him for the rest of your life. There's no counseling that can recover you. There are things that we'll have to die with, even in the mode of the act. It is a no, and it remains no till you die as a no. It wasn't me because me say until you are caught, you are faithful. So the mistake is that we are looking at the church like ourselves. So for now you wait me because you and I mean what we are sorry no now usher no jina hono so why the name be shame no me obi ba sorry catch usher and say sister mama sorry you won't na buy Jaimi Kruna Chidi. You are a stupid wife with no apologies. Say unya kukudro. Eko kachire obi say Jaimi Kruna ane ne dan. My name is Luto. You are sick.
Oh, we make you.
Now ona say we bro wo fie. Na ponchi bi wure fie no we bro na wa hata na. Ukwa ponchi na ko ka say fa ponchi ne kasa na say we bro ni si. Do you deal with the corn or you deal with the goat? Mechanic natural. Send payment grown in Yankope Edibu at 10. I didn't go for course right in Munina Moon train and Muni baby. Hey, God would include look,
you should be. That's a Namio drama for
Yankopon.
That's a Namio drama.
He's a sexual being. That is why sex is worship. I worship you, oh Lord. I give you all I have, my Lord. That is orgasm in worship. God is represented by men, and he calls the people he wants to call. So be careful you don't become the judge of God.
05566924445 05566924445. Wait me a friend. Come on, you me cancel and throw tell her. Wait me a friend. What drink tell and the same software. Wait, Maya, it's a good sorry now, and I say affect a sorry now so for no oil. So for ko boy drama scandal bi ba. Say man sorry ni buana. Yes ba. Baby masu. Ya fra say na friend friend. Nana yanko.
Yeah. Yeah, that is stop for boy samaya. Money. Hey, your money. It's you know I remember that. Catch my best Nicholas me go be muta for you. If you can to today. And yet
Masa for Guoma, Menga cancel to today. How dare you? Who are you? If you don't know how to respect, don't call online. What do you mean by that? Men cancel to today. Hey, Masa Yedin, you address me as you heard the host addressing me. Don't sit there and say cancel to today. Go off the line. You can't use your 5 cities credit to talk anyhow. What do you mean?
Also, bet me a freebie 055 6692445. 055 6692445. Yeah, yes.
Hey, I drink check and you learn how to speak. What do you mean?
Yes, Empa.
yes. So
On Saturday. Correct one. Yeah, go.
and so much
No offense.
I'm touching. And it's not what the banner our subscribers. You want to obey it. The whole way. Okay, someone that you're touching. And you should have suffered. You know your back and the blah. You're touching. Over back and up. And talking kind. Second Samuel chapter 5. That our statistics or 2:4. After so vampire, you're here and it's okay. Munina, we are taking out for Debbie. Nature police, and it's all vampire. Not echo. And you bring it out with them. I'll pass on them to play. And then you must have obeyed. But I want to we take together now. Just now. Come and watch this woman who does.
Medase pa. Once over to your Freddy. 05566924445. That's all for a 2 hour by then. I was here. Yes, Empa.
Yeah, good morning.
Your friend saying after anything.
The whole thing down.
Yeah, okay.
Hello?
Yeah,
okay. Before your problem back on it said. The admin here sent back on the admin. And I'll pay counselor at some of almost a baby a rock. But they are some also here in your home. So back to some who now what's a mama. But to just call and brush off in your canning now, I don't agree. And I think our money back meeting MRS.
And I owe the dear.
Madam, I want you to leave me. I want you to leave me. Who bear my quiet sleep? And no banner to you. Only a war. A polite time or the best or the time or the better. A career will be said. And the near will be. But after the year, a jet and I would get the yeah, we did. But no way, one of you.
But Medase, my for last 2 callers na name 05566924445. Last 2 callers na minda council kwai. Yes, Empa.
Hello.
Mache miniaba. Miniabia. Mache. Right. You're frozen. Yanko.
That's all. Because of say, I said, so for what you can find. Now you're there, Jamaica. A good sorry, the no cafe, if you are very so. So I have a very big job, sorry. Until John,
I so for your best say, or your best say, my one, I mean, I
don't supply. Hey, what could be saying? I said, so for one, I will be you. Galatians 5:19. Or so for no money get the same thing again. Say, I want to say, a room. And there is a mission to say, we will see. Now, I don't see how they shall be you. A German woman, and not Christian. so good mine. Now so from preaching some good mine. Now so for a couple of good mine. Catch a country to say, not something you are only.
Matemedasepa, watch 0556692445. Last caller, na in the councillor, quite last. Yes, Empa.
Yes, Empa.
The first saying offering fee.
I did a Peter.
Quite.
Nana, I dancing. I mean, so.
Also.
Nana, say a cat, a ball idea, a Jamaican, I see. Ball idea, a Jamaican. Bible say I will policy, motion is here me. Said the Amisha, Chris, or Mission. Come on, not Paul, all cars, I don't know, not Paul, where the woman. No, I bring. What a son. Why you holy? Because now, not when I'm body now. Now, you're better than I'm putting the one dances. Ah, you go where you want to say. You go where you want to say. It's all for you. That big car, that motion is here me. Said the Amisha, Chris, or Mission. I said, a man put the crowd when I'm put up. I read the paper, I take it. I can't when I'm put up. No, oh, so when I'm put up,
Let us say, what's the Councillor, yes, sir.
Hosea chapter 1, verse 2. When the Lord God came, he spoke to Hosea the prophet, said to him, go marry a prostitute woman and have children with her. For like an adulterous wife, this land is guilty of unfaithfulness to the Lord. Nyankopon efre sofo na sorry ba woni ho. Sofo ya kana asem na wa no baba djuma o kasa bebrebe. Until you got to know about this scandal, he blessed water for you and you were healed.
Yeah.
Until you got to know of this scandal, he held your womb and you had the fruit of the child. Until you heard of this scandal, he did something that you thank God for his life. When God calls, no man can change it. If a church collapses because of a scandal of the man of God leading the church, then the members were not meant for the church. Makada say yenhwe ni ye na ye no kasa no ebetumi ama ye nyamane. Any fake man of God may have a fake God. Some of the problems you are facing today, it's not because of what you think you are doing, you are stopping, but some things you said against some men of God. God called them. Let's allow it to be.
On
0277 609 644 0277 609 644. Cheating is not supposed to be announced. And yes, no, you didn't some nay and Pemagura ye can't send me now, young boss. And to be of me be now, say vacuum one dream, Ekase, and on me ada. And I'm in a diet saying our mental deficiency or near help. Call me for counseling on 0277 609 644.
Sometimes you leave your car just enough. Until it's time to pay the bill, you find out to your embarrassment that carrying just enough isn't.
Yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. yare yo yare yas obi benya wona fi yare yamfa yare nso nya nipa sichire yare ni no sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy, we are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket.